Hey man, what's happening? It's Cool Water, the digital dope man, coming to you live and direct from Ballroom Chats Podcast, where we concentrate on entertainment, politics, business, culture, education, and health. Where we just speak and talk about the real grit about what's really going on out here in society as a whole. Today, I want to briefly talk about Cuba Gooding Jr. and the reshaping of the legal system. Let me see where we at with this time. Yeah, many of you know that he allegedly recently got called out for forcible touching by a lady who approached him at a bar while he was with another lady and having a conversation, in which case he being endearing and kind and trying to be a studious celebrity, grabbed her hand, talked to her, and kissed her hand, in which case I guess as he passed her hand, or as he reached for her hand to pull towards his face, somehow or another, that got misconstrued as forcible touching. In which case, Cuba was later on called to the carpet and inevitably had to go turn himself in because the woman claimed he touched her. In which case he hollered out, his videotape of it. No, I didn't. And his attorney also, who looked and seen the situation in itself, said, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. So the real issue is that the prosecution decided they gonna make him guilty. Even after seeing the video, they gonna make him give him an alleged charge called forcible touching. So what you're witnessing, man, is society reshaping the legal system and the law and bending it to their liking to fit whatever narrative they want. Russell Simmons got issues with sexual misconduct and has not been allegedly charged, but it's people that's actually saying he done something wrong 20-something, 30-some odd years ago. Bill Cosby is in jail over so-called using Quaaludes and forcing women to take drugs, in which case he didn't get charged on that. They had to get him on a newer charge, so they pushed it up and found somebody around the 2000 era who actually had an allegation against him, and he was convicted on that. So now he sits in the jail cell. R Kelly is now being charged with 11 counts of sexual misconduct with a minor, in which case they're trying to go back and use old allegations and mix them with new allegations. And some of these women who could have went and said something years ago are now coming forward saying he also done something to me and adding that to the pot. So now he's up to 21 charges. And these people are bending the law to their liking in order to make the law fit the narrative so that, one, black men can be deemed a problem in America, and two, men as a whole can be deemed misfit in America. This is some white guys going through some of the same stuff. Some of them have been called to the carpet, but they have not been entered into the legal system as felons. The only one we looking at really that's big time is Harvey Weinstein, and Harvey Weinstein so far is beating the charge. He's beating the case. He's winning against the legal system, basically because he got money, because he's in bed and in pocket with his cohorts, and because these women really just want to get paid. Most of these women that he slept with benefited, in my personal opinion, from what they would call sexual misconduct. Because if somebody tell you to come to the room at 2 a.m., you know what time it is, especially if you're trying to come up. You dig? And in this case, it was a similar situation with Harvey, and the girls come to the room, and then all of a sudden they blow up and become mega superstars, actresses, and then they got money, power, control. But they might as well just been labeled prostitutes in the early stages of their career, because that's what they did to get the benefit, and all of them benefited. So all of them ought to be charged with prostitution. Real talk, because you gave up some ass in exchange for a service, and that's to become an actor. So all the black celebrities and people who are not celebrities are now on the chopping block for having rights, privileges, and freedoms taken. So now no longer can you look at a woman and be like, man, she's fine, and flirt with her and say something nice to her, for she may deem that to be inappropriate behavior. The newer, younger generation, the 80s babies and older, are now falling into the trap because they don't have the ability to be metaphysical and decipher between what misconduct is and what flirting is, or making appropriate advances, not necessarily sexually, but making appropriate advances to lure someone into becoming their better half, their wife, their spouse, their girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Based on the mere fact that these people don't have the ability to decipher between the lines. And white folk in particular, I know white women because I know some, and have people who have dated some and whatnot, don't have the ability to read between the lines. Couldn't tell you if they was flirting. They couldn't tell you if you was flirting with them or not, because they just can't get it. They don't get it. So you got to be direct. I'm interested in you. Do you mind if I give you a number? That's how they operate. You got to be straightforward in front with them, because they can't see between the lines unless they come up and have came up in the hood, up under a number of Negroes, and picked up the game at an early age where they were able to decipher how we operate, think, and what have you. So now, as the world progresses towards total domination with the LGBT community, women's rights, Me Too movement, yada, 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 you're looking at the decimation of the male. And in particular, the black male, because we getting castrated left and right for no particular means, but we just getting castrated for reasons unknown. So Cuba Gooding Jr. is a prime example of a situation where he, number one, too friendly and got a liking for them white folk, to the point that he don't know how to put his guard up. Because I wouldn't have let no woman come up to me with another woman sitting there that I'm already engaged with and then try to dip into the conversation. You know, I'm gonna have to ask you to, tone that down. I'm gonna have to ask you to, go ahead and take a step away, because we already involved. That's like her coming up sitting on a girl's lap and the girl don't know her. No, man, we not doing that. I would have grabbed the other girl hand and we would have skated off. I'm not fooling with you, because I don't know you. And that's one of the things I've noticed about Cuba. He too damn friendly and too nice, to the point where it's like he don't never have his guard up. So now he done got caught slipping, and this white girl then called out, he touched me, groped me, and then here's the prosecution gonna bend the legal system to make him guilty. Make him guilty. You see what I'm saying? Like they said in the Dred Scott decision, a black man has no laws that a white man is bound to respect. And that's still true today, because they bend the law all day to their liking in order to make sure and that you're going to be guilty and the law fits to their liking. So even if you didn't do nothing major and it was a misdemeanor charge, they'll turn it into a charge, man, of a felony or fix it so that you get a stigmatism on you. And that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with the American legal system. You see what I'm saying? So not to be too long-winded, Cuba Gooding Jr., Russell Simmons, R Kelly, and a host of other black celebrities are under siege for being celebrities, and two, because they're restructuring the law so that you don't have no law, so that you can't run to the legal system for protection and aid and as they say, guilty until innocent until proven guilty. Now you guilty until proven innocent. This is what's going on out here. So even the white dudes is going through a lot of it, but they getting off and getting the pass because they part of the dominant culture. You see what I'm saying? They getting the pass because they part of the dominant culture. Harvey Weinstein, and I always said this, he ain't finna do no time, man. He ain't finna do no time. Dude gonna get a slap on the wrist. He gonna have to drop a few million, a few 100,000 here and there. All them white girls want is to get paid. Once they get paid, they gone. The ones that didn't blow up, they just want to get paid. The ones that just blew up, they just want reconciliation for whatever little humiliation they went through during that time period. Cut me a little check, kiss my ass, and we good. They done moved on. They got kids and families now. They ain't studying that man. They ain't studying that man in the slightest. But because people want to pretend and they acting and they're actresses, they're going to make it into a situation. You know, the real victims, they ain't being heard. They don't get to get their story told. They getting their shit put underneath the concrete and shoved to the back of the bus. You know, those women that actually really, not that none of these women didn't go through anything and be, I guess you could say being embarrassed or experience some sexual misconduct. But I'm just saying, if you benefited and you went up the ladder, the pain diminishes. So if you're a multimillionaire actress and you all over TV and you getting roles and your life is comfortable and amazing, and you had a little situation 15 years ago, 30 years ago, I mean, are you really suffering from that right now? Hell no. Because if you was in so much trauma, you wouldn't have made it through the shit you was going through. You wouldn't even be the actress you is today. Hey, man, it's cool water, man. I'm going to get off of here, man. I think Cuba Gooding Jr. got to learn to play his position. Stop letting people walk up on him. You know what I'm saying? Stop engaging with everybody you see. Because everybody ain't got your best interest. You don't know what that woman was on. You don't know who she working for. You see what I'm saying? And then it came back to body him in his ass. Hey, man, check me out at ishiphopdead.com. Look for me at the website, thedigitaldopeman.com. And be on the lookout for the lecture, Who Killed the Black Entrepreneur? Peace and stay blessed. Holla.